ADHD is one of those things that isn't uncommon, but is commonly misunderstood. People hear it and immediately picture someone bouncing around, talking too fast, losing their phone for the 5th time that day. And I mean, sure, sometimes that's accurate. I'm not going to pretend I haven't walked into a room and immediately forgotten why I entered it in the first place, only to then leave that room thinking, sure, I'll probably remember later. And of course, never remembering. But ADHD is a lot more than just jokes about distraction. ADHD is a neurodevelopment disorder that affects one's focus, executive functioning, emotional regulation, and the pace of one's thoughts. It's the difference between knowing exactly what you need to do and then staring into space for 10 minutes because your brain just refuses to start. But even with how common ADHD is, there still remains a big myth. Some interpret ADHD medication as some kind of performance enhancer. I mean, this misconception is everywhere. I've seen it on social media, and TV shows, and there are stories, fictional ones, but based on the way that real people talk. Like the one I once read about a boy whose SAT score was voided because the school argued that his prescribed medication, Adderall, made the test unfair. It was made up, but honestly, I didn't even blink. I just thought, yeah, that tracks. It's frustrating because it completely misunderstands what ADHD medication actually does. It doesn't make somebody smarter, it just helps regulate the parts of the brain that don't fire the way that they're supposed to. It lets you function at the baseline of people without ADHD. It's not an upgrade, it's leveling the playing field. Now, I didn't learn of any of that until my own diagnosis, which came about in the middle of my high school experience. I'd always struggled with organizing tasks, starting assignments, following through with anything, managing my time, just general functioning, really. But because I did well in parts of school, adults assumed I was fine, my parents included. Medication didn't change everything drastically for me. It didn't give me a new superpower. It just quieted my brain, made things more achievable. Instead of wrestling with my mind for hours trying to start homework, sometimes I could just start it. I didn't procrastinate out of paralysis now, I procrastinated normally, like everyone else. But here's the ironic part. When I tried to get a 504 from my school, just basic academic accommodations, the school said no. The reason? You're performing too well. As if the entire point of medication isn't to help somebody perform at the level that they were always capable of. It felt like being told, you're not hindered enough. Your medication made everything miraculously go away. That moment made the stigma feel real to me, and it showed how deeply this misunderstanding goes. They don't see how much effort goes into maintaining that baseline. They won't see the before the medication, they only see the after, and assume that it was always easy. The truth is, ADHD is just a different way of experiencing the world. One that comes with strengths and challenges, just like any other lived experience. And medication isn't cheating. It's not a shortcut. It's a tool that helps people move through life without constantly tripping over these invisible obstacles. If we want to reduce the stigma surrounding ADHD, we have to talk about it honestly. The more we understand how ADHD actually works and what medication actually does, the easier it becomes to treat people with empathy instead of suspicion. At the end of the day, ADHD medication doesn't give anyone an unfair advantage. It gives everyone the opportunity to access the same clarity and stability that other people will have without ADHD. If it's the most impressive thing I do on my meds, to just remember where I put my phone, my water bottle, or my keys, I promise, the academic playing field is going to be just fine.